Footy Flashbacks, made possible by Just for Men. With Grey Target technology, your hair will look natural with Just for Men.
WA's richest footy tipping competition, presented by TAB, is richer than ever with up to $300,000 in prizes up for grabs. There are huge cash prizes to be won, plus place your tips and watch 7 News Tuesday nights for a chance to win a brand new car from AHG. Register now at thewest.com.au for Perth's richest footy tipping competition, presented by TAB. Brought to you by Channel 7, AHG, 6PR and the West Australian.
Hill should kick a goal. He's 45 metres out and he does.
The AFL's Dreamtime round is dear to the hearts of the Fremantle Dockers. Indigenous footballers have played a pivotal role in the history of Freo, more than any other AFL club. Since the Dockers' inception in 1994, 30 Indigenous players have been drafted.
Winston, go for goal. And he does.
Winston Abraham began the tradition.
I love watching Winston. And that's why.
The Wiz, Jeff Farmer, wowed Freo fans with 224 goals.
He's still going, the Wiz. He might have come off. What a return for the Wiz, Jeff Farmer.
In this era, the flow of talent has increased.
Pearce is going to kick a goal.
The current crop has already provided many sterling moments, with promise that the best is yet to come.
This to send them into a home preliminary final.
Today, the Dockers are up against the Western Bulldogs.
Dalhouse. Oh, yes, sir. How good was that?
It's the AFL's Dreamtime round, a celebration of our country's Indigenous culture.
Hello everybody and welcome to Etihad Stadium. Good, the roof's on today, first day of winter in Melbourne, and the weather's been not so great today, but no problems here at Etihad Stadium. Well, we think that, but maybe a little bit more about that a bit later. The Dockers coming to town today. They've lost 3 of their 4 losses this year on the road, but they've been against quality opposition. They start heavy favourites against the Bulldogs, who were good for a half last week, but they couldn't maintain the rage against the Gold Coast Suns. A couple of late withdrawals to tell you all about that and some more, up to Tim Watson and Dennis Cometti.
Good on you, Bruce. Well, breaking news a short time ago, Ross Lyon not so happy. The roof left open this morning, it rained, and then the sprinklers got a hold of the grass as well. He was out on the ground just a short time ago. This was reality TV, because he normally does this, looks at his watch, feels the ground. He didn't know these cameras were on him.
No, but the conditions are still pristine. I know there's a little bit of moisture around and he's just checking the grass there, and generally after the game, I know on Friday night they put the heaters on and then they're going to try and water the ground over the next couple of days, but I would think that it's going to be pretty dry once they get out there and the game gets underway.
Fremantle have made 2 changes. McFarlane is back, and a late one, Ibbotson replaces Silvani.
Yeah, that's a very settled-looking lineup there, though, now, Fremantle. Now, we know they've had a really tough run to the season, but I think this back end of this first part of the season is going to be a very strong one for them, and they'll be hoping to get off to a great start this afternoon against the Bulldogs. 4 of their last 5. Good first half last week. 4 changes. The big one, of course, Boyd is out of the team. Howard comes in. Boyd, a great record against the Dockers. Yeah, no, he's been a super player, particularly inside, and that's where you need to really make sure that you nullify Fremantle as much as you possibly can, at least break even with them so you can get some distribution from that part of the ground. I like Rovat, that young kid that we saw last year make his debut, Dennis. He's a very good young player and he'll give him some outside speed. What about teams coming off the bye? Well, I think what they've done is they've learned how to handle the bye really well. I think most teams now are probably sending the players away for the first few days and then getting them back in early and just trying to get a bit of extra training into them and working them into the ground, not working them into the ground, but working them back into training and just seeing it, whether or not they can't take some sort of advantage out of having that spell. And Bruce is down on the ground, back to him.
Thanks for that, Dan. I'm with Joey Montagna, Lee Montagna. Looking forward to this.
Yeah, I am. I'm looking forward to seeing Fremantle live and also to see where the Bulldogs can handle their pressure.
Joey, you were here on Friday night with the Saints and also Colin. You gave us great access during the week. Thank you for that. We're going to take a little snip of you down the beach.
Look, my long-term plans is to play finals again, and I've still got a few years left at the club, and And my aim is to fast-track these kids as quickly as we can so that we can compete and play finals again. And I want to be a part of that. And if I can hang on long enough and hang on the coattails of Luke Dunstan and Jack Billings and these guys and play finals, and, you know, I'll look at Shane Crawford. You know, his last season was 2008, and he probably didn't expect to sneak a flag in, but, you know, Buddy and Ruffy and all those guys came along a bit quicker than expected, and he was able to finish on the flag. So I still harbour the dream, and I have to, you know, as long as the boys can continue to improve and as leaders we can continue to drive the standards, then hopefully I've got another finals campaign or two in me.
So, Joey, just a matter of building the blocks, eh?
Yeah, we need to stay optimistic as a club and as players, and we're just got to continue to work hard, and we'll see how things unfold in the future.
Well, your old coach, Ross Lyon, his team are, I still think, are premiership contenders this year. And you've picked out Lockie Neal, an interesting player. He's 21 years of age. He looks to be emerging, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's one I wanted to watch. I just think he's a terrific young player. In his last 6 games, he's averaged 24 disposals, 11 contested and 5 clearances, and he complements their already star-studded midfield. He's well-balanced, he's low to the ground, he has really good hands, and I know Ross Lyon's a big rap for him, so he's one I want to keep an eye on today because I think he's a terrific young player.
And Joey, playing with those big-bodied midfielders must be a great advantage for a kid like this.
Yeah, certainly. He's got those big bodies. You know, we know about Mundy and Barlow and these guys, but to have him in there as well complements those guys with the outside run of Pearson Hill.
Just briefly, where are the Dockers at, do you reckon?
Oh, look, I certainly think they're the sleeping giants of the competition. Their first 9 games this year have been against the top 10 teams around them on the ladder. So their next 8 games, they play the bottom 8 sides. So I think they're building, and they're still going to be certainly a force come finals.
Big Indigenous round, as we know, and last night, of course, it was dream time at the MCG.
There he is, the old campaigner, 387 games from 52 metres out. Lets it rip to the punt road end, and that looks like another goal. Braveheart style, Ivan to the open square, and they get there first. When Morris was only 4 metres away. Got him high. Danaher from 52. That came before the siren. That'll count. Look at the Bombers get excited. Cochin turns his man Bagley inside out, upside down. And off hands Edwards runs into an open one for the Tigers. Oh, Danaher goals, and he applauds himself. Pivot all the way from the back end, and just as cool as you like. From 50, that's online. All the way. He's got 3. Oh, that's horrible. Howard just waltzes in, and he kicks his 4th goal. And the Bombers with win number 5.
Seven's AFL coverage, made possible by Ashley and Martin. Recommended by 10 out of 10 independent doctors. Telstra, proud partner of Recognise. Luxbet.com, with over 100 markets on every AFL match. Bob Jane T-Marts, we'll look after you. And Macca's M Selections range. It's a little bit fancy.
1979. What a year that was for us. Since then, a lot of things have changed, but one thing's remained true. Trust your car with us and keep your new car warranty.
For sake of Sergey, to compare health insurance before June 30 and avoid the health tax, please call comparethemarket.com.au. Simple.
Our Foxtel customers can enjoy a library of amazing shows anytime they like. Look back in time, up to 24 hours in their TV guide. And watch live TV on their smartphone, tablet or laptop. Join now and get $25 off any package every month on a 6-month plan. So whether you love sports, documentaries or movies, you can save $150. Call 131 989.
During the BMW end of financial year event, we've reduced the drive-away price by an amount equal to the GST on BMW X1 one-out models and the BMW 3 Series sedan, the world's favourite luxury car. Act now for tax savings that add up.
Whatever your betting tactics, Luxbet's got you covered with more than 100 markets on every AFL match, giving you hundreds of ways to win. Visit Luxbet today and win all around the ground.
Luxbet.com. Before Malaysia Airlines, it happened here in Australia.
One of our greatest mysteries.
Been missing for nearly 33 years.
I've got something to
show you.
We need to solve this one.
Oh, I don't even like listening to it.
Is it about to be found?
This is it.
On 7 Sunday night.
This year we've got another element onto it. That's the flower, the hibiscus, which is the Sorry Day flower. And that's very important because a lot of people don't know how many Aboriginal footballers have been affected by the stolen generation, both directly and indirectly.
To have that on the jumper and know the significant effect that it had on Aboriginal people, and to acknowledge that what happened was wrong, and the history that we've gone through, it's going to be significant in bridging the gap.
It's my stepfather was part of the stolen generation many years ago, so I was brought up on it and how it affected a number of family members.
For Michael, knowing that he'll go out there and represent his family and someone who's raised him and looked after him, it's going to be a big day for him, and he's really looking forward to it.
Uncle Richard Wally and Roger Hayden have done a superb job with this design, and to have a past player and an elder go over and design this jumper, it means a lot for all the players and also the Indigenous community and Indigenous players. So.
Sunday football, grey day outside, with a group of elders from WA providing a guard of honour. Out come Fremantle, coming off the bye 2 weeks after beating Geelong by 32 points as we go down to Margaret Bay with their coach.